Welcome to the Ohio Valley Bourbon Bar, Ohio Valley Whiskey Review channel. Today we're going to hit up the 101 Battle Royale between Wild Turkey 101 Standard, the Kentucky Spirit, which is 101 proof also, and the 70th anniversary of Jimmy Russell, Master Distiller of Wild Turkey 101. All his favorite as far as the proof goes. That's where he loves it. Let's see if we love it too.
Yeah, I've never had the Kentucky Spirit. I've been interested in it, and of course I've never had the 70th anniversary. And I don't want to mention how many times I've had regular 101.
The old 101 of our past
Yeah.
is not pleasant experiences because we weren't drinking it to taste it. We were drinking it to be drunk. So now we've evolved. It's a new hobby, great fun. And I guess we should start with the Standard 101, bring back the old memories.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no memories.
Yeah.
This is one that I do frequent. This is not like an old thing that I'm revisiting. I enjoy regular 101.
It's been about 10 years since I've had it.
It's a staple. You need it on the bar. It's good for everything. Makes an excellent neat pour. Excellent mixer. But I've never put it up against another turkey product ever in my life. So, cheers.
It's been more than 10 years or more since I've had this. It used to be one of my favorites. But
Most of Wild Turkey products are, yeah.
Last time I was drinking it, I was holding my nose and chugging some Mountain Dew or something behind it. So it might have been way more than 10 years.
What do you think? Any bad memories come up?
No.
I never nosed a whiskey 20 years ago. That's the last thing you did. You held your nose to the whiskey. At least I did 20 years ago.
My worst memories are of some stuff you really love. So
Has the really good sweet Wild Turkey palate.
yeah, it's
It's a very, very good whiskey.
very surprising.
A lot of people put Wild Turkey down as a ruffian's drink, or but no, it's a refined, lovely drink.
It's not near as hot on the nose as I thought it would be. I remember back in the day, this was one of the few whiskeys that I could drink without an immediate chaser, but back in them days, I was always chasing everything. So
Yeah, you just wanted to get it down,
yeah.
get the job done, move on. After 20-something years of not drinking at all, getting back into this as a hobby, it's been great. Visiting things that I never thought had flavor, and they actually do.
Yeah, I never dreamed that I would be able to take a sip of whiskey and enjoy it.
Yeah, well, we were taught to shoot it.
Yeah.
Shoot it and chase it. The most violent way to take in alcohol. We're doing probably a 20 milliliter pour at a time, enjoying it, slow sipping. It's really the way to appreciate all the hard work that these people put into the product. All of these, there's so many out there, thousands of them. Whiskeys and bourbons, and that just deserve a little slow down, a little taste, and sometimes just get the job done.
Yeah, in my drinking experiences, I would have never dreamed that there are so many different flavors in whiskey. You know, whenever I was drinking
Oh,
to
yeah.
drink, it's whiskey.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which one it is,
Yeah.
it's whiskey.
What you drinking? Whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah, gin. What you having? Gin, vodka, whatever. You're
It's
drinking?
delicious.
Yeah. So the regular 101, I'm gonna leave a splash in my glass to go back to, just in case.
Seems a little dry.
I think they claim the age statement on this. It's not on the bottle, but I think most of everything in this is in the 7 to 8 year range, which is ironic that they have an 8-year age statement, but a lot of what's in this is over 8 years, but they can't put anything but the youngest in it. It's a great story on the blend of the 70th anniversary. I'm not a historian, but plenty about it online.
Yeah, it's really good.
I definitely. The good thing about this lineup is we're not overproofing each other, so we can go right to whatever we want. They're all 101 proof. We should be able to get a good profile difference without a whole lot of mouthwash, since we're in the same. This is the Kentucky Spirit single barrel, which is also a lot of people. It gets a little pricey because it is a single barrel. People like that dollar for dollar.
Did you just recently get that one?
This, I bought 3 bottles of this from the same barrel. I bought 1 bottle. This one was bottled in 22. I bought these 3 bottles last year. This is the last of the 3. I loved it. I wished I hadn't went through it so fast. That's my last bottle from that barrel. It's so soft and smooth. I hate saying smooth because everyone's smooth, but there's no other way to put this one. It has no edges at all.
Yeah, right off it hits the nose a lot.
Oh,
Easier than
yeah. Oh, yeah.
regular,
Yeah.
than regular 101. It's
This is their premium. So what they would put out there is they're above the line as far as and under the Master Series, of course. But if you could find one of these on the shelf, you're going to pay anywhere from $68, $70 up to $80. And they have store picks also, which I'm sure are excellent. Fell in love with this barrel. It was very sweet, had a much better mouthfeel than regular 101.
notice that it's hanging out there.
Yeah.
On
A lot of legs
the, yeah.
for you wine drinkers out there. This one coats the glass nicely. But it is a premium as opposed to, we're talking $20 bottle, $70 bottle. I hate putting prices on those, but that's, it is what it is. Stuff costs what it costs, and people are going to look at it as, well, this isn't that much better than that. And that's the same. I can't wait to get to that 70th anniversary because I assumed it was the exact same thing as the regular 101. Just it's a cool collectible bottle, but it is not the same thing. So I can't wait to crack that one open. Yeah, right off.
Much softer.
Really,
Much, yeah.
101 proof where?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, and people that want a big bite are not going to want that Kentucky Spirit.
Zero.
Because it has
Zero
no
bite.
bite.
Yeah.
It's, when I said no edges, no edges. This is smooth as silk.
Not getting a lot of char on that though.
I'm not sure the age on
Little fruit, but no.
I get
No caramel.
I get so much honey and cream off of It was bottled November 8th of 22. Rick number 26. It does not say when it was barreled.
It seems like I'm getting a little more char off of the regular 101.
I'm not, there
It's
is
darker.
a
Considerably
definite,
darker.
I know this is an older whiskey. I think some people speculate the youngest in this is 9 years. It could, and most of it be 10 years. I don't know. But it does represent one of their better examples. If
It definitely tastes better.
Yes.
I enjoy it.
Well,
more.
yeah,
It's
the
a lot
Kentucky
softer on the
Spirit
palate. Yeah, it's,
is, yeah, like I said, you're comparing a $20 bottle.
I've asked you how many times about it every time I go to Kroger or anything.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Yeah.
Well, I've got one if you want to try it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it will be on. My
you know it's
Yeah.
good. I because some things I really like and enjoy aren't that to somebody with a more refined palate, it's not exciting. It doesn't throw all these super bold flavors at you, and that's not a bad thing to me. I'm a simple man. If I could put rare breed probably a step above it. It's 116 proof. It does have some punch in the face flavors that this Kentucky Spirit does not have, and it is also very smooth, very very rounded for 116 proof bourbon. So we're definitely going to put Kentucky Spirit 101 over top of good old everyday 101.
Well, at the price point, I would hope, but that ain't always the case.
Not always the case. I have one back here. I'm not going to mention any names because it's a first run of a distillery that it was a limited bottle, $75, and it's one of my least favorite bourbons I've ever had. I've heard that they've perfected their process, but I'm very, very hesitant to drop another $70 on something. So we're pouring the 70th anniversary 101. This is supposed to be a special occasion. There's not ever going to be another 70-year distiller out there, master distiller. Never was. Jimmy Russell, Prince Among Thieves, is what I've heard. Never got to meet the man. Sad to say, live in Louisville, Kentucky, and can go there anytime I want, and have not. So this, what do you think? I'm rinsing a little bit.
Yeah, so I've been trying to.
I have had the Kentucky Spirit. I have had the 101 recently. Little brother has not. So I'm kind of speeding through them until I get to this 70th anniversary bottle. So
I'm a little excited to taste it.
yeah, it's been sitting on the shelf for a week. Honestly, wasn't going to open it at all, and then I heard that it was not just the same old, so it has to be opened because I want to taste it all. A little soda water, little bubblies, helps keep my palate cleansed. Well, a little bit of a palate.
Yeah, we're going a little fast for that, but
It helps. It definitely washed away the finishes. If I can get the finish to go away, where I have nothing left back on the backside, I'm usually good for another one.
I like the soda water because it opens the finish up for me. It lets me see what's there, even if I can't describe it. You know.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it goes.
That's me. I need to learn more about descriptors of what I'm tasting. It's bourbon. I'm tasting oak. I'm tasting caramel in most things. Honey a lot of times.
Cinnamon.
Vanilla, cream,
Yeah.
cinnamon. And anybody that's ever tasted a bourbon, truly tasted a bourbon, Yeah, that's what they taste. Peanuts, I get that off Jack Daniels.
You say peanut, I say hazelnut.
Yeah, so I get nuts.
Toasted marshmallow.
Marshmallow's a big one on
Hazelnut.
yeah.
I like hazelnut.
Also. So, yeah, this one here,
It's the best. I've tasted it. I like it so far better.
the 70th.
Yeah. It's got a little more bite than the
Yeah,
Kentucky
it's
Spirit.
It definitely is softer on the nose than the regular 101.
Yeah.
That's by far.
It feels like, I feel like it hits in between those two. But
Wow.
it's more enjoyable.
Wow.
There's
A lot more flavor.
Yeah.
That's why I left the standard 101 a little splash in my glass, because I was afraid there was going to be
It's got a little bite. A little more bite than the Kentucky Spirit for sure.
The
But
Kentucky
not as much as
yeah.
the regular 101.
I do get some barrel in this. Like, I get a little bit of toasty char.
Yeah, I'm getting barrel in that. That's
Like good. Good.
Yeah, that's my
Good.
favorite part.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the char. That's yeah. If they got a good heavy char,
No.
I seem to enjoy those better.
The 70th anniversary 101, right up head to head is, and if you find it at price point, do not hesitate. It's MSRP's between $50 and $55. Do not hesitate. I've watched other reviews, I have to admit, and so far I'm in total agreement on this bottle. There's not going to be I mean, they can make this. They don't think they can never make this again. They have access to all these barrels at any given time. They may not ever call it 70th anniversary, but this will end up in something else after this year, I'm sure. This will be a Masters. This will be something. This is really, really good.
Well, I pre-gamed a little. This is the best that I've had today so far.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's got a lot going on for 101 proof without any real
nothing on
no
the nose,
esophagus burn, no
Yeah.
no immediate twinge when you cringe or any of that. It's yeah, I'm definitely digging that. I'm glad I got it. I was hesitant to buy it. There was just a few bottles. Should have grabbed two. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not here to hoard it or look at it. I'm here to drink it. And
Yeah,
like I said,
that's a phenomenal bourbon.
I've said before, my favorite bourbon these days is the one that's open and in my glass. So that is, I'm a bourbon drinker. I love bourbon.
Yeah, so far my favorite recently is the Woodford.
Oh yes, I mean
That's
you put this a step above a lot. The Woodford Masters collection. You can't. Yeah. That's where I would really like to try some of the Masters collections of the Kentucky Wild Turkey.
that's probably the next on my list to get.
They are $100 more than most Masters, unless you get into some of the Founders collections. Now these people are coming out with all these new names and they get more money for them. But on today's topic, 101 Battle Royale, we're putting good old Jimmy Russell's 70th anniversary on top of everybody. In my opinion, I agree.
Yeah,
Good.
that is the
Yeah,
best.
that is a good one.
Those three.
I'm glad I kept a little of the standard 101 in the glass just to go back to, because it's easy to forget about it, but forget about it. It's awesome.
What
Everyday bourbon.
What about a rare breed bonus points there?
Now, if you want to kick it up and you're not playing around, because this is, I got to put it up because I have to because I've enjoyed rare breed more than either one of these by far. You can look at my bottle and tell.
I haven't had this since 1997.
It's a barrel proof product, 116.8 proof. It's it's Wild Turkey. If you know anything about Wild Turkey, you know it's good stuff. Little cleanse, little rinse. Little pour. You got a glass ready for one?
Well, I can't have.
That's why I like rinsing the glasses with my soda water. It kind of helps. Made the mistake of rinsing a glass with tonic water once. It does not help. All your whiskeys will be bitter. But this is the rare breed.
I haven't had this in
This one here makes
years.
the top of a lot of people's shelves. If I had room on my top shelf for rare breed, I'd probably put it up there. It's never overlook it. Because you put that proof on there and it ain't there.
Yeah,
It's
there's no extra proof in that.
it's a rare breed. It's one that I recommend when people are first ask about a high proof. What if I want to go from my regular 90 proof Woodford or 94 proof Elijah Craig, and they think those are really high proofs. So when you want to step it up a notch, go to Wild Turkey 101. If you want to step it up a notch from there, hit the rare breed. The rare breed, it brings so many flavors without the punch in the face of that proof. It's a rare breed. It's one that I've always recommended, and I do keep a bottle on the shelf. I'm due a new bottle, so
I'll add it to my collection.
yeah, it's a must. It's a staple. It's almost silly not to be without it. It's always available, always affordable.
That's a pretty tough call between those two. To be honest with you, that 70th anniversary is phenomenal. Rare breed it's really good.
Yeah, I get a lot of the same notes out of rare. I think they tamed down the rare breed to. I would love to try a Master's Collection because that's a 101 proof. All of their Master's Collections are 101 proof.
I didn't know that.
Which is what's kept me from it, because the Russells love that 101 proof. That's their favorite. That's their stopping point. But and it's an excellent stopping point.
Yeah, can't argue much with it.
Yeah, so I don't know if the extra flavor comes from the extra proof, but when you're getting a similar flavor profile between
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't
they're
call
so
it extra flavor. Just
it's very similar. The fact that they're getting that out of the 101 proof is impressive, and in my opinion, to get these proofs
Yeah.
where they're completely enjoyable, no punch in the face. It's an art, and I love the Wild Turkey products. So today's 101 matchup, 70th anniversary is the winner. Kentucky
Yeah,
Spirit,
absolutely.
clear second place. Good old 101. You know,
You can't go wrong.
he's not a loser. He's not
can't
a
go
loser.
wrong.
He's not a loser. But in this case, yeah, he is. So I think that's it for today on the 101 Battle Royale with our rare breed bonus round. So
Yeah.
good times.
I'm Kevin.
Kenny,
Till next time.
we'll see you.